9 videos ago, we started at the bottom of language. Phonology. The sounds your brain pretends are discrete. Since then, we've climbed morphology, the lexicon, tokenizers, CJK boundaries, productivity, lemma versus stem, and the phase change moment when subword tokens buried 50 years of NLP wisdom. Today we tie it all together, and then we look up. This is the recap. Fast, pointed, 12 minutes of Lecture 2 in 10 pieces. Then a preview of what's coming next, the layer where computers start really struggling with language. Syntax. Last episode, we watched GPT-2 quietly bury 50 years of word-based NLP with 50,000 subword tokens, which is where a lot of natural language coursework stops talking about linguistics and starts talking about transformers. We are not going to make that jump, because the layers of language are still real, even when the model doesn't have a separate module for them. So today's puzzle is a summary puzzle. Everything we've done in Lecture 2 has been about how a computer handles a single word, or a chunk of one. But language happens in sentences, and a sentence is way more than a bag of words. That's where Lecture 3 picks up. Today's 3 beats. First, the 10-video recap of Lecture 2, what you should remember. Second, the running thesis, every big idea from L2 in 1 line each. Third, the bridge to Lecture 3, why syntax is different from everything below it. Beat 1, the walk. Video 1, we opened Lecture 2 by asking why linguists talk about layers, because the alternative, language is one blob, makes every hard problem impossible to reason about. Video 2, Phonology. The sounds your brain pretends are discrete. You saw the phone-to-phoneme funnel, hundreds of physical sounds collapsing into 44 English categories. Video 3, Morphology. The unbelievably 4-block decomposition. UN, believe, able, lie. Free versus bound morphemes. Inflection versus derivation. And why one Turkish word equals 5 English ones. Video 4, the lexicon, the mental dictionary, WordNet's ISA graph, the open versus closed class split, and the out-of-vocabulary problem that had NLP stuck for 2 decades. Video 5, tokenizers. We opened the BPE black box and watched Schadenfreude get sliced into 5 tokens, STHADEN free UDE. And we saw why math and code silently break inside modern LLMs. Video 6, CJK boundaries. Chinese has no spaces. Wo Sihuan Qi Pinguo has 3 valid segmentations for 3 different tasks, and Japanese uses 3 writing systems at once. Video 7, the curse of productivity. RIZZ, Skibbity, Delulu, Doomscroll, new words every day, the zip-long tail, and why subword tokenization lets an LLM survive any new word without truly understanding it. Video 8, lemma versus stem versus subword. 3 engineering answers to the same problem. Search wants lemma, bulk classification wants stem, any modern LLM wants subword, and you don't pick. The model was shipped with a tokenizer. Video 9, how BPE broke 50 years of NLP wisdom. GPT-2 in 2019 with 50,000 subword tokens outperformed every word-based system in the field. And the old subfields, part-of-speech tagging, constituency parsing, morphological analysis, became optional. The layers of language are still real. They just live inside model weights now. And now the theses, the one-liners you should walk away with. 1. Perception, not sound. Phonemes live in the listener. Whisper sidestep that fact and works great until it doesn't. 2. Morphemes are the smallest meaning units. English is the lazy case. Turkish and Arabic break naive NLP. 3. The lexicon is a network, not a list. Open class grows, closed class is locked. 4. Tokenization is the fossil layer. Frozen at training time, it quietly controls how good the model is at math, code, and non-English. 5. The word itself is a Western convention. Chinese doesn't mark it. Japanese uses 3 scripts. NLP retrofits every non-English case. 6. Languages are productive. New words every day. The lexicon is infinite by design. 7. Modern NLP engineers around problems it never solved. Surviving is not understanding. 8. 3 engineering answers to word forms: lemma, stem, subword, pick by task. 9. GPT-2 buried 50 years of word-based wisdom in one paper, and the whole discipline moved from analyzing language to predicting it. Those are the 9 ideas. Beat 3. The bridge to Lecture 3. Everything we've done so far has been about a computer looking at one piece of language at a time. One phone, one morpheme, one word, one token. But real language uses sentences, and sentences aren't just words in a row. They have structure. Some words attach to other words. Some phrases fit inside other phrases. Meaning depends on which fits inside which. That's syntax, and it's where the layers of language start really leaking into each other. 3 takeaways before the quiz. 1. The 5 layers of language are still real, even inside modern neural models. They live in the weights instead of the pipeline. 2. Everything Lecture 2 covered, Phonology through Subword, was about a computer handling one piece of language at a time. 3. Lecture 3 is about sentences, structure, trees, and the layer where the field's classic hard problems really begin. Quiz 1. What's the one-line summary of Lecture 2? A. Words are all NLP needs. B. Modern NLP engineers around problems it never solved. Surviving is not understanding. C. BPE broke Chomsky. Or D. Lemmatization always beats Subword. B. Surviving isn't understanding. The whole L2 walk. Whisper sidestepping phonology. BPE sidestepping morphology. Character level tokenization sidestepping C. JK segmentation, pattern matching sidestepping productivity, is the same move again and again. The systems survive. Whether they understand is a different question. Lecture 3 starts opening it. Quiz 2. What happened to the 5 layers of language after GPT-2? A. They were disproven. B. They still describe language. They just live inside model weights now, not pipeline diagrams. C. They became English only. Or D. They were replaced by tokens. B. Layers survive, pipelines die. Modern LLMs don't have a phonology module or a morphology module. But phonology and morphology still describe real facts about language. When the model makes mistakes, it makes them along those same layer boundaries. Theory 1. Pipeline lost. Quiz 3. What's Lecture 3 about? A. More tokenization. B. Sentences, structure, syntax, and the layer where the classic hard problems begin. C. History of AI. Or D. The C+ programming language. B. Sentences and syntax. Everything Lecture 2 did was about handling one piece of language at a time. Lecture 3 climbs to sentences, where structure appears, where phrases contain other phrases, where meaning depends on which word attaches to which. It's the layer where colorless green ideas sleep furiously, broke 50 years of natural language understanding. Back to the puzzle one last time. Lecture 2 showed you the bottom half of the layer stack, the words. Lecture 3 shows you what happens when words start attaching to other words, which is where computers begin failing in the specific ways that make natural language understanding actually hard. The layers are still real, and the interesting stuff is just above us. Next lecture. Syntax. Why the man saw the woman with the telescope has 2 completely different meanings depending on tree structure. Why sentences can be infinite. And why colorless green ideas sleep furiously broke half a century of natural language understanding. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you in Lecture 3.